Hey there, YouTube. This is Team Forbiddens, the Bird Keeper, coming at you with a updated Harpie profile. For those who don't know, I am the Harpie guy at locals and also on Instagram and Twitter and other places. I'm known as the Harpie guy, so the Harpie boy or Harpie guy. There you go. That could be my nickname for the YouTube. Yeah, but I'm the Bird Keeper here on Team Forbidden. So anyway, let's go for the updated version of Harpies. Post ban list slash new format. Start things off. Got your 3 channelers. Unfortunately, I do not have the QCRs at the moment. I got the platinum rares. So yeah, there's still a debate which rarity is the highest, if it's the OT, the QCR, or the Lost Star. I think the Lost Star is good. I have a playset of those, but I don't use them for I used to use them for profiles, but I'm just using it for collection purposes. Anyway, Challenger, she's one of your combo starters, and discard a card, special Harpie makes the thing go around. Next, for the other 3 ups, 3 of Harpie Perfumer. Searches a Harpie Spell Trap. If you control a level 5 or higher, you add 2 cards instead for the Harpie Sister Synergy. Right now, the only high level you're running just the Fearsome Fire Blast. So if you have Fearsome Fire Blast out from last turn with Challenger, you can do anything. You can just hit Perfumer next turn and then do your combos from there. For the rest of the Harpies, 1 Cyber Harpie Lady and 1 Harpie Lady 1. I decided to cut down on the Elegant Egotist targets because I either draw both of the targets or the Egotist, or draw all 3, and then, I'm kind of... Yeah, so I decided to break it down to 2. You could run the 3rd copy, but personal preference, but for consistency purposes, I'm only doing 2. And then for the other Harpies, 2 of Queen. She's your beat stick, plus search your field spell, which is your hunting ground. 2 of Harpist, because you'll mostly be using her for the discarded channeler or the dump effect of Fearsome Fire Blast, which it does come up. Speaking of Fearsome Fire Blast, we're running 2 copies. Yeah, 2 copies is good for consistency purposes. The 3rd one does come up, but that's here or there. That's it for the Harpie. Up to the new package, I'm decided to run for this. Yep. Doing 1 Fenrir and 2 Unicorn. Yes. I finally managed to get my hands on the Cashier package. In this deck, it's only a 4 or 5 card package. I think it's a 4 card package. It's 1 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, and 1 of Birth. You theoretically can run the field spell, but I think, or you can do 2 Fenrir, 2 Unicorn, 1 Birth for 5 cards. But for this deck, it's only 4 cards. So we'll get to Birth when it comes to the spells. That's it for the Kash package. On to the hand traps. 3 of Ash Blossom. It's Ash Blossom. You can get it now. It's cheap. You can get the commons from the structure deck, like $2-3. Hollow, probably $3, depending on the version you get. These are the reprint of the Jude art. Then Jordan Lockbird. Unfortunately, I have 2 of the old charts, 1 of the regular art. Alright. And I will get those comments saying you do have to be the matching, but anyway. 3 Droll, because Malice, Mitsurugi, and other decks are problematic. Plus, this is for cross out as well. And then matchup. Then for local matchups, Got 3 Phantasme for like Adignister, Cyberspile, Malice, Mishirugi, any deck that links, basically. So 3 Phantasme, or Thanos Dragon as it's called from this Ultra art, which is good. That's it for the hand traps. That's it for the monsters. On to the spells. 3 Hysteric Sign, basically adds an egg egotist, and then except this, you can use only each effect once per turn. And the second effect, if it's sent to the graveyard end phase, you add 3 Harpie cards. Ooh, search 3 cards at end phase. Ooh, that's busted. No wonder they gave it that. Then 2 egotists for the 2 targets. Theoretically, you can run the 3rd one, and then yeah, but 2 copies is fine. Only 1 hunting ground because it's hunting ground. And for the Lalo 1-ups, the 1-up birth. Basically, it makes your level 7s normals. Basically, free normal summon. Basically. So it makes your dragon a normal summon, basically. And then, hand trap 8. Cross out. Call by. Hand trap 8. Cross out and call by. That's why we have the Droll, the Ash, and the other card I get into in later on. Speaking of which, talents and thrust. These are not necessarily. You want to build like this is more of a competitive Harpie build, so you directly need to run these cards in order to be competitive. That's all I can say. And then your other thrust target will be the standard Feather Duster, and the other cards we're gonna get into for the main deck. Feather Duster, because Feather Duster, and it's the Ultra art. Ooh, shiny. And the other cross-out target, or would be Imperm. You can run Effect Veiler, or whichever other hand traps you want to run. Personal choice. That's it. And then the final card we're running, a card that theoretically could get banned this next list. Hopefully not, but because of Ryziel running a Harpie package and this with Thrust and with Castell, I don't think this card will survive. If it does, I'll be surprised, but this is one of our win columns in Harpies. So if you get hand trap, Thrust into Featherstorm, set it, pass turn, flip it on draw phase or tailor phase, and then your opponent cries for like 30 seconds because they did not play around. They didn't play around the Featherstorm. Unless you're facing a stun deck like True Dracos or I don't know, Spectre Board Turbo or something. And basically you're dead. Anyway, which we just did a Profound True Dracos, I think earlier this month. No, last month. My bad. We're in June now. Happy Pride Month for everybody. For those who celebrate it. On to the extra deck. 1 Phantasmal Dragon. It's Phantasmal Dragon. It's our other boss monster for, 3 turns, basically protects your Harpies from being attacked or targeted. Shadori! Because it's Shadori! And it's been a staple in Harpies ever since it came out. And time rules, Cowboy. Cowboy for game! And then if you want to slow down the game a little bit, jokingly, okay, never mind. Bagushka. On to the ranked 7s. 1 Dracosac is Dracosac. 1 Grande Ojo, Big Eye, because it's Big Eye. And then also another time card we're running is Flare Metal. Yeah, because it's Flare Metal. On to the high rank ups. 1 Zeus and 1 Typhon. Basically, depending on the matchup. Basically, Typhon is your like compulse. Theoretically, you can run 2. You can do double Typhon, 1 Zeus, or depending on your ratios. Different Xyz, 1 of Cyber Slash. I used to run 2, but the second one didn't come up as much. To control the board, you use Cyber Slash is basically a good option there. For the links, IPSP, because it's IPSP. Wind Charmer for the more charmy. And Unicorn and Access Code. Because to round up the extra deck. That's it for the updated version of Harpies. Please like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to comment down below. Anyway, anything else I can think of, like, comment, subscribe. Tune in Team Forbidden's YouTube page for any deck profiles, whether it be Yu-Gi-Oh, Magic, Lorcana, Digimon. Hopefully, Rush Duels, if I can get approval by Andrew or whatever. If it does take off, if it doesn't, I can always post that on my personal page, but, Anyway, thank you. Like, comment, subscribe. Turn on the notification bell, and thank you. Have a good day.